Good morning! Welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I think we pretty much ruled out Knuckles. We can pretty much say for certain that Knuckles, whereas Knuckles is is got a bad temper. Pretty sure that he was too busy killing a video game machine and could not actually have had the time to murder Sonic. On a slightly different note, but still sort of in the same vein of things, apparently this game, which it was like Sega's April Fool's thing or something, because obviously you're not gonna kill Sonic. But yeah, it's apparently like past 1 million downloads as of now. And I was like looking through some of the reviews on it, and it's like people basically saying it's like the first good Sonic game in a while, and it's a joke, and it was supposed to be a joke. So that's kind of interesting and amusing. But yeah. Anyways, let me set up my little my stream manager so that I don't miss things. Okay, so stuff I did not do. The varmints better pull up chalks, I say. Understood, Sheriff. Yeehaw. Robotic arms here are really helpful. But what's the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it up a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? Ah, the bowl of assorted nuts. The classic saloon snack. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Kinda bland. Huh. Seems like someone licked all the salt off him. What? Dewey! Maybe they're just unsalted. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there. Sadly, this one is empty as well. Starting to think your theory on something always being hidden in the trash is flawed. It's only a matter of time, Tails. Have faith. It's as they say, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Ha ha ha. I think Tails is ignoring me. Anything else before I move on? Nope, let's move on. Ready to mosey down the next car? You got it, partner. Onwards. All this stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are.
Have you found any leads yet?
Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl?
She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key.
Right.
The birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye!
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I see.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry. Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now?
I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet. Poetry, a resonant message from poet to reader, meant to challenge your delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la, dee 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 dee. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now, thanks.
At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
Sirius Star and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through the library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay. I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself...
I promptly picked up a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yep.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup on the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door.
Wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something.
After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him.
More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up on Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. then returned to the lounge car where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened.
With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Your alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
Need to confirm Vector's reasoning for leaving his post and determine if Espio was actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we can do it.
Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely.
Alright, so brochure stand.
Oh! Excuse me.
Oh, brochures! There are travel destination ideas here, like amusement parks and caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Serious Star, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take a look at it.
Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Okay. Oh, wrong one. This one. Wait. Okay.
Poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best. The globe of our marvelous planet.
Haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd love to visit some of the countries.
They're a lot of fun. Honestly, plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can be beat either.
Sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia, if you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop at the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich.
Keep that in mind. Thanks. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they?
So many books on the ground. Wish we had time to pick them all up.
I sadly have no interest in picking up these books.
A lot of these were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books.
Spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels empathy for everything. I mean, at this point, it's like a running gag, right?
Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
Hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
Really thought there'd be something there.
Serious, Star? Are you saying there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm alright.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. Really think so? Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah. Okay, these trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it.
Serious, Star? You're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? Okay, there's another one. It's this bright red book.
Oh, yuck. This reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
What kind of recipes?
Who cares? Wouldn't trust any book he's written. He's weird. This is even here. It's weird this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelet.
May not be wrong. Wow! Wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
Scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. It's like a kid at a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on this shelf is in alphabetical order but this one.
The Mirage Express manual.
It's the user's guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting.
Let's make a note of this. Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. Well, cool. Chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there."
Wow, really needed to see this. This little child's hanging there, refusing to use his wings to fly to safety because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this child can stick up to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? Alright, with the exception, of course, of the door, believe I have looked at everything.
Did you bring any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Can I take your order?
Oh yes, please, I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Serious Star. Why would you tease him like that?
And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me.
Look, Serious Star, you've made him a fool.
Come on, Serious Star, smooth this over. No, I'm the fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smooth things over, but at what cost?
Bring any meat to chop.
Alright. I honestly don't have anything extra to talk to him about. But we're gonna go ahead and do this part. Oh, here's a table. Let's just take a pause and sit for a second.
These chairs are very comfy, so plush. Puts me right in the mood to read.
Makes me want to take a nap, personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes a bit.
Serious Star, no! Don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember?
If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Wait, I haven't missed anything else, right? Looked at those books. Yeah, let's just talk to him. Okay, yeah. So that's the same thing I already did. Fancy a porn. I've made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. Guess it was supposed to be vase that entire time. It's just I felt he was very proper, so he would have said vase. I don't know.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply into it's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? Yeah, neither do I. But I'm having trouble finding anything else.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going into the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked this door on his way out.
There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Yeah, I do believe we should.
Shadow's lock is added to your inventory.
Think we've found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio to find out what really happened.
So, the two of you don't believe us, eh?
It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Serious Star and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if...
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
Seems to line up with the information we gathered from Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
Must have been a good read. What was the book?
SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch on what that book might be. Serious Star, could you help me out?
Alright, Serious Star, what book do you think SBO may have been reading? The only book that was not in the right place.
A manual? You think SBO was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Ah, shoot. Ah! I am sorry that I seem to be really bad at this. Haha! Getting better.
There were books scattered all around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, SBO.
Butcher and a poet, friendship can form anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Serious Star, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz SBO about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? 97. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the trains spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up the trash and messes afterwards. I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself, but I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons and explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passengers' safety.
Seems like SBO aced that question. Serious Star, hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. Which page should I choose? 231? What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over 65.
Last one, Serious Star. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page? Pick last. I mean, if he doesn't stop until he's done, I guess. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suit of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your little test?
Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising. don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
I have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly, that's very impressive.
No, I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth.
Well, you definitely read through the manual, so I suppose we could...
SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true. We have evidence to back it up. Serious Star?
Always puts me on the spot. Okay, Serious Star, I think you should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who saw SBO reading, but what? I mean, I suppose this one, because if Shadow walked through the train car, he should have seen him reading.
Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what this has to do with anything.
We're up, Serious Star. Let's get our argument together.
Oh shoot. Okay, we're good. Now we just have to not get hit. Yeah, getting better.
Sato walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. Wasn't a high score long. Crocs are natural gamers.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car. He's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentions that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book, that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see, and since SBO's desperation here, defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy.
So if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
How would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Serious Star, one that I would love for SBO to solve.
You gotta believe me. That cool demeanor is vanishing. I was so involved in my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had it to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading there...
Sorry, I have a cat in my way right now.
Then how did you leave the library car?
I didn't... Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Is SBO simply reading, or did he somehow vanish to... to not notice Shadow's return to the library car. What should I do?
What do you guys think? I'm sort of thinking defend Espio, but at the same time, I'm kind of...
I mean, I do kind of get it, because, like, Rouge was in there, too. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails. You have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
Alright, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
Right, now let's get my thoughts in order. Ooh, these things are getting dangerously close.
Library map? Oh, I see.
See, the exit. They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him?
Okay. I mean, this seems like the right place, right? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in that same spot.
That confirms it then. See, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot, because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio or vice versa.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense why you would never mention Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping, despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.
We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. Gonna crash here for a bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
And that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and SBO.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any meat chopped up, say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose, while doors keep getting locked. Tick tock, tock, tick tick tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
Come on, Serial Star. Let's see what's next.
Coming. Alright, so at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and stop for right now. But I am going to be hopping on later, because it's actually my day off. But, you know, day off, chores, stuff like that. But I am planning on hopping on later. I'll probably continue playing this today because, you know, I'm just kind of curious. But if I don't, I'll of course put it in the description, so, you know, you'll see then. Anyways, as always, please go check out my books on Amazon. Just search for my name, Serial Star. You can check out some other stuff on SerialStar.com. Uploading this to Serial Star, to the Serial Star YouTube page, which there's a link for in my bio. And if you want to check me out on social media, just look up Serial Star. Pretty much every single social media site that I care about, which is like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and of course YouTube. But you know, I already said that. Anyways, hope everyone enjoyed this, and I will see you later. Bye.